this amazing thing. But a lot of new gardeners get intimidated when they see a rose looking like this, you know.
I think roses are complicated. Like,
Right.
I'm an amateur gardener.
Right, and there's some simple things. I used to have like a 350 rose garden myself. But, you know, bare root roses, they're inexpensive, they're easy to plant, and they're interesting to watch them, you know, your work become something actually beautiful. You know, the first thing you want to do is remember that there's some grade differences. And, you know, this is a number, you know, a number -2 probably. And the number 2 you want to stay away. And the grade is right down on the bottom of the bag. You see right there?
So it's right there.
Right there.
Okay.
And this is a better rose to get. You know, it has some more branching, a good bud union. This is a bud union right here. And when you see damage like that to the bud union, you want to discard that one, take that one out of the pot. And then the next thing you want to remember, if there's any diseases on this, or maybe a deadened, blackened branch, you want to trim that off and just, you know, get your clippers out. Make sure that you sterilize these with a little bit of Clorox solution.
Really?
Yeah, because when you move from one to another, it's going to transfer the disease. Okay. So you're looking pretty good right there. The next step is to get a bucket full of water right here, and just place them in the bucket. You want to put some Miracle-Gro rose fertilizer. This in a little half dilution of fish emulsion. And you want to let them set overnight if you can. This, you know, they've been sitting in this bag. They're a little dehydrated. You want to get them really pulped up with a lot of moisture, and you get them ready to go.
Okay, so this is the IV bag for the roses.
Right.
Get them ready.
Then when you get the rose, you pull it out, and then you dig your little hole. Your hole's got to be actually kind of big. You know, you get around 24 inches in diameter, and maybe say 18 inches deep. You know, old adage, rose adage, is that, you know, a $5 rose, a $20 hole, because you want to make sure it's rich, you know, full of that good stuff for them. Then you want to build a little mound, and you want to place the rose right on top of that mound, just like that. And then you want to start adding the good stuff that will make it grow. You know, a little bit of Milorganite. You know, about 3 cups of Milorganite is a great component. It's really exactly. Roses like it rich, organic, and this stuff here has got all the things that you need. Slow release, and it's recycling, you know, some of our stuff. You know,
3 cups of that.
3 cups of that, and then you want to use 50% of what you backfill is black cow or cow manure. You know, whatever you want.
However you can come by it.
You know, really. I used to
50% black cow.
I used to go to the dairy and get it by the truckload. Then some bone meal. You want about a cup of that.
Bone meal.
And then blood meal. A cup of that. You know, you don't have to. You know, golly, I got just an even cup. You can have it a little overflow.
So a full handful.
Right. You want to mix it in, and then the next thing you want to do, here's some just general garden manure, you know, bat or worm castings. You know, mix that all in your plant. You know, because we have dry, sandy soil, there's one other step. A little bit of this stuff called peat. And it comes in a bag like this, and it's really lightweight. You're going to have to really work to get it wet, because it is some water repellent factors about this plant material. But after you get that, you put your soil, mix all your soil, you backfill, and you water. Water. Make sure it's
enough water.
Right, you can't get enough water in there. Just dump it in there, make sure it's completely soaked. Then you backfill, got that going. Then you take the stuff that you've had in your bucket, and then you pour it right on top of the rose. Okay. And then you just reuse it, and then you should be ready to go. After that, you know, to keep the rose moist during its settling in period, and it's the best time is the winter to plant these things. Is you want to make sure you mulch around it, and then the final last step, so when you're watering, is to burn up around the outside and water every 2 days.
Water every 2 days.
Every 2 days for about 2 weeks, and you should be ready to go. The roses will start putting flowers on. You'll notice these new little breaks right there. And following that, 4 weeks later, you start your regular rose applications. You know, of rose treatment. All right.
Okay, so if we make this our Sunday project today, when are we going to see beautiful blooms?
You'll start seeing them at the beginning of March.
Oh, that's great.
Right. I mean, it's amazing for $5. You know, you can find these at the store for around $5 to $10, and that's a good buy right there.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, for more information on gardening, log on to larrysgarden.com or give them a call at Larry's Garden and Design and Installation. It's 346-1970. And remember, you can hear Larry on the radio every Saturday morning at 8 on WOKV 106.5 FM.